Bonaduce, life coach. Danny Bonaduce, life.
That would be me, your Danny Bonaduce life coach. You should give me a call right now at 1-800-252-1025. We'll also take your emails at lifecoach@KZOK.com. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Before we start, and I think we'll start with an email, but we got a call from a lady named Lisa from Kent, who said, and I guess she couldn't hang on, her phone dropped, whatever it is, and you can call back if you'd like. I'd love to talk to you. I'm 44 years old, if I remember correctly. I have a 14-year-old kid. I'm homeless. What can I do? Well, I'll tell you, first of all, you can get my attention. That's a tough day. I'm going to give you a website that you can go to, and somebody might be saying, hey, she's homeless, dude. How does she have a computer? Well, maybe she does, but she can go right to the library and use theirs. Sarah taught me that. So if you get a chance, just go down to the library and click onto womensshelters.org. It's going to give you a list. It's going to help you out, and almost all of them will take your teenager. Some might not, so double check on that. But that's the way you want to go. Womensshelter.org on the computer down at the library, and a shelter that takes kids. And there are all sorts of different, I hate to say the specialties, but there's shelters specifically for women that have been abused. There's for women on drugs. There for women just in hard times. And almost all of them will take your 14-year-old kid. So good luck on that. And if you get a chance to call back, go ahead. If not, that's pretty much all I was going to tell you anyway. So God bless.
800-252-1025. You need to make the call with the problems you have, because Danny will help you, like you are going to help Pat in Tacoma.
Hiya, Pat in Tacoma.
Hi. I got an issue with a daughter, my wife's daughter.
So it's your stepdaughter, correct?
Yeah.
How old?
46-ish, I think.
Your stepdaughter is 46-ish?
Yeah, I don't know the exact date. 3 kids, 1 disabled. We let her move in. She was having hard times. Single-parent mother. She's been with us about a year. Now we're the bad grandparents. We're accused of old parenting, not letting her take the reins. And it's been for at least a month and a half. My wife has been just attacked, banned from the kids and these kind of things. We're at the point of, you need to hit the road or something, and we're not sure how to get this resolved.
Well, there's no or something in my mind. If you want to be the greatest guy in the world, but you already were letting being the greatest. These are these are middle-aged people that you're letting move in with you, and a handicapped child is such an extra thing to have to do. That's very difficult. Everybody knows that, and you've done your fair share. But now you're becoming the bad grandparents. It's however you're being made to feel about yourself. I think absolutely, this lady needs to go now. The 44-year-old stepdaughter needs to go. And if you want to start a little softer than just throwing them out on the street, and by the way, minus a handicapped kid, I would throw these people right out in the street. They deserve it. They have it coming. It's no reflection on you. I might take a little softer over the handicapped child. So you might want to start saying, who's paying rent? And here's my question for you. With these, I believe 4 people, if I'm doing my math correctly, living at your house, how many, who's paying rent?
She just helps with groceries. We're taking the blunt of everything for over 7 years, helping her out with the issues that she's had. She had post-traumatic stress disorders and a lot of issues. So, we've been doing our best to give, the guidance and help, but it's just gotten too out of line.
You know what? You're going to give her a little bit more guidance. You're going to guide her to the front door. Then you're going to open it, and then you're going to ask her to leave. And it's that time. Everybody's going to say, oh, man, it's so mean, it's so horrible, because you're right, it's not happening to me. I don't have to kick this lady out of my front door, but it's the right thing to do, and that's why I can say it, because it's the right thing to do. You just have to be man enough to absolutely do it. But this person needs to go. She needs to take all that baggage with her. The government gives her a stipend over the kid with special needs. I just read womensshelters.org. They'll take handicapped children too. This chick needs out of your house, no matter how mean and ugly it is. You need to open the door and say, go now. And then she'll go. It's your house. You have some rights. But you've been 7 years. It's long enough. I'm getting all worked up and mad on your account. You've been a better man than I would have been there, Pat. It's time for them to move along.
If you've got a question for the life coach, call the number 800-252-1025. Remember, you can change your name if you need to. And we do have Lisa in Kent who's calling back. Hopefully her phone will work.
I hope so. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
I was very worried about you.
Just to let you know a little bit about me, I'm 46 years old.
Okay.
I've been in trouble since I was 14. My first crime was pimping and pandering and promoting prostitution with firearm.
Okay.
It's a class A felony. I have a 14-year-old son that's a straight A student. At this time right now, I'm homeless. Me and him have been homeless for about 2 years. And
he is homeless with you?
Well, yeah, he's my 14. My baby's not leaving me. He won't leave me.
I understand that, but how long have you been homeless?
We've been homeless for 2 years. And because he's 14, they won't take him into any women's shelters.
That's not true. I just looked it up for you because I really like I was interested in your plight. I gave the thing out already. Look at womenshelters.org, and they will recommend all sorts, and some will take a teenager. Some will even take a teenager strung out on drugs. There are people that are really decent folks, and if you don't find it, actually Google, if you will, shelters with teens or with kids.
Yeah, I just did that, and there's another one that comes up, multi-servicecenter.com. It says it will take families with children.
Well, here's my thought that maybe if Lisa were willing to do all the effort, she wouldn't be hooking with guns. Because that was her first crime. Yeah. She's going to have to do it seems easy. Let's not look at the website. So there, Sarah just gave you one right there that will take your teen. You need to get off the street. You certainly need to give this kid, the 14-year-old straight A student, a place to study. The whole world is going to change with this kid. Does he love you, Lisa?
Oh, my God. You don't even know.
Okay, that if you're right, and I'm assuming that you are, you give this kid a desk, a lamp, and a pencil for the next 4 years till he's a legal adult. Hopefully he can get into college, but if he doesn't even get into college, because a lot of people are saying, and I disagree, you shouldn't bother. There's a reason not to go to college. It's a bad idea. I disagree. Go right to college. But if you back this kid for the next 4 years or so, he's going to change your whole world. Why? Because mommy was there for me. He won't understand or think back, why were we out on the street? He's just going to think, back when we were out on the street, Mom took care of me. Mom knew everything. Mom knew every angle. Mom knew how to not get hurt. You give this place a kid a place to study for the next 4 years, and all of a sudden you're going to have a fireplace again and be able to sit back and tell stories of the good old days or the bad old days. But your kid needs to go somewhere where he can study, eat, shower, and pretty soon shave. And so do you there, Lisa. And it's easy to do. Sarah found it for you. Go to a computer. They're right there at the library for you. Good luck.
If you've got a question for the life coach, you still have time today to call 800-252-1025. Also, the life coach email is always available, lifecoach@kzok.com. Janine in Linwood has sent an email to the life coach. I recently learned that I'm pregnant. I share a small office with another woman, and I'm worried about how to break the news to her. She has shared with me that her and her husband are having fertility problems. They've been trying to have a baby for years, and nothing has worked. I'm afraid she'll take my news badly, but obviously I have to tell her. How do you think I should go about doing that?
Okay, that's very, very interesting, because here's what you think. You're thinking they haven't been able to get pregnant, and I'm just going to read this into your letter. You didn't actually say this, but what the hell? These people are trying so hard to get pregnant. I didn't even try. We weren't even talking about it. All of a sudden, what do you know? I'm pregnant. Make sure, here's the way to tell her. First of all, I'll tell you the way to not to tell her. Don't brag. Oh my God, I can't wait. This, you might want to, what is that called? Curb your enthusiasm a little bit. But the fact is, this lady's going to be overjoyed happy for you. This is something she wants so much and you're having it doesn't mean she can. It's not like, and I hope this isn't too weird, that I really want to win the lottery. So we're all going to play, but I really want to win it. But Sarah won it. Well, I can't have it because she got it. That's not the way with you and your baby and the lady that wants to get pregnant. Just because you've got her biggest hopes and dreams doesn't mean she can. She still can. You're going to be shocked. She's going to be thrilled for you. Just tell her, and she'll be thrilled.
800-252-1025. That number gets you through to Danny Bonaduce, life coach. Jessica in Marysville, you're on with Danny.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
What's up?
So my husband and me are separated because he had been doing drugs for almost 2 years. He was on meth.
Do you mind? How old is he?
He is 33.
He's 33 and he's been doing meth for 2 years. What 31-year-old, what 30-year-old goes, I got a great idea. I'm not going to go to the office today. I'm going to do a little meth. That's kind of weird. He came a little bit late to the party, but I'm sure not your question. What is your question?
So I'm living with my mom now, and it's he's stopped doing drugs. He's been clean for 2 months. He's been going to meetings and going to mental health places and all this stuff.
Right.
And she's basically telling me if I choose to support him, not financially, but emotionally and everything, that she won't be in my life anymore.
Who is this? Who is this woman?
My mom.
You want some news? She's lying to you. She's not going to opt out of your life. It's a bluff. Make sure everybody's washing behind their ears and acting great, and you're having like 30-day sober parties, and you're doing all the right stuff, and you're making this look as much like Leave It to Beaver as possible, just for show's sake. I hope he's off meth. He's got to be off meth. It's a terrible, terrible drug. If you show progress with this guy who's straightening his life, your mom's not going to, every mom says that. If you do this, there's two things. There's a couple things they do. One, they cut you out of their life. Two, they cut you out of their will. Three, they cut you out of their life and their will. That's a bad one. But they never really do it. They never really do it. If they do the will right at the nick of time, they fix it. Your mom, I promise you, if you show progress and you show progress with the boy, she's not going anywhere, I promise. And just tell her that. As long as I show you progress, Mom, please don't leave me. Because there's no cost in groveling. I know that sounds weird, but there isn't. There's no cost in doing this. Mom, please, I love you so much. Jimmy's doing so much better. Please don't leave. So what? Beg away. Whatever it does to get you through the day, she's not leaving you. Just play along with her. It's a bluff. By the way, that was some awesome acting on the Bonaduce.
That was beautiful.
I thought I was going to cry right there.
The Academy Awards just called me.
Move over, Bradley Cooper.
That's right.
Bonaduce's doing his crying thing.
Got time for more calls on Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach. Here is John in Port Angeles.
Hey, John, how are you?
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, I got this kid. He's like almost 20, and he refused to get his driver's license. He dropped out of high school, and he doesn't do anything anymore.
Does he go places?
No.
He doesn't go to the mall. He doesn't go to school. He doesn't go to a friend's house.
Never.
Wow. And that's all he wants to do is just sit around your house?
Yeah, he makes a little money here and there, but it's bad. I don't know what to do with him.
Well, what does he do while sitting around your house?
He fiddles around out in the yard a little bit, but he plays Xbox a lot.
Okay, so you realize that that's now gone. The Xbox is unplugged and in your room and under lock and key. You realize that, right?
He'd kill me. He hit me over the head with an axe handle or something.
Okay, you know what? If he would do that, your questions are all answered. Let him whack you with something, then immediately call 911, and they'll put him in jail. Are you really afraid your kid would hurt you?
Pretty much.
Oh, you need to do something about this right away. You just absolutely need to do this right away. And, there are places that you can call, and people that will take a renegade 19-year-old, but he has to go. So what you have to do, and this is unfortunate because your house is going to be an ugly place, man, but you have to take away any and all joy. Don't feed him. I don't think there's any way to keep the lights off in his room and on in yours, so I don't think you can go that far, but I would. Don't feed him. Don't put gas in anything. Certainly no Xboxes and anything else that is in your house. And if he so much really raises his voice and pokes you in the chest with his finger, you need to call the police right then and there. Not that much is going to happen to him, but he's out of your house, you're changing the locks, and you got to feel good about that. I'll just be honest with you, John. Your kid's a bum. And to listen to you a little bit, he's a little bit of a dangerous bum. Sorry, sometimes they roll this way. And you know what? Call me back when he's 25 and he's awesome. And I don't know how it happened, Danny. He's such a great kid. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. It's not. Your kid's a bum, and he won't be a bum anymore by 23, 24. And you'll have done all the right things to get him out of your house. You have a life, John, and you deserve it. Hey, that's all the time we have for Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach. Life Coach is brought to you by Goldberg Jones, Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.